You got the UFTA. Whereas I can get clients that come in, I meet with them. And it's really about hard work. I mean, people always say it's the money, and I'm not naive that it's important, but it's not everything. And I think too often we put forward that we rest our hopes on that, and we have flawed candidates. And ultimately, the success in this race is about a candidate that can connect. And that's one of the things I've done. And in order to win in Minnesota, you do run as a Republican or a Democrat is traditionally the route, but the reality is you have to reach out to everybody. You have to get the independents, you have to get people on the other side. And one of the things I've been able to do is I've had a solid conservative message, and at the same time I've been able to appeal to what they used to call them, I guess, Reagan Democrats, or moderate conservative Democrats, independents, and Republicans. And I think that's the secret. I have the right message regardless of what the party is, and it's about limited government. I think people are shaking their head, and we got a $17 trillion debt in Obamacare, and people are just troubled. Okay. I was the top candidate against Frank, and I was within 10 points. The others were 11, 12, and 13. I think ultimately what we have to do is transition. A lot of people, here's what the people are concerned about. It's the idea of, do you just kill Obamacare? That's what some people have been rallying the cry on. And what I would say is, I said, we need to repeal and replace. And I think the logical step for the federal government would be something through tax and credits, such as healthcare savings accounts. So let's look at this where the people have more of an input into what's going on. I think we can do is, people with pre-existing conditions, you can have certain risk pools. You can still insure these, but we were looking at a small group of people that really needed help, pre-existing conditions, uninsured people. And a lot of people the young people just chose not to be insured. That was a decision. And so now what you got is you're forcing people to buy a product that they don't even want. I had a guy that was up in Moorhead. He said, Chris, my insurance went about $5,000, $6,000 a year up. He said, why as a single guy should I have to have maternity coverage? And here's a thing where the federal government's saying, these are the products you must buy. And as a result, the costs are going up. So let the consumer decide. And at the same time, I think we can take care of some of the problems. I would say work with the healthcare industry. A lot of times there's ways that the providers will be willing to work as far as keeping costs down, such as even things like simple as cash payments, discounts for cash payments. You avoid a lot of the medical costs. The idea that you can have the healthcare savings account. So let's say somebody said, you got to get an MRI. Well, rather than get an MRI at this facility where it might be $1,400, can you get an MRI at this facility for $400? So there's ways that we can get the cost in there where we can actually bring all the insurance costs down. It's going to be a benefit to the average person.
Is there some kind of message right now that you're promoting